ਕਿਹੜੇ questions address ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੋਗੇ?
ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ congratulations.
Thank you.
And I'm also a theatre one, and I was asking what else we can do to get the jobs, about the discriminations and other issues. What are you doing just for the jobs or discrimination or any other issues?
Okay. Yeah, so thank you for asking that question. There are 5 priority areas for the commission. One of the 5 is economic development, and another one is civil rights. And I can say that part of the commission's plan, we've only been in existence for a week, but part of our planning when we met last week was to make sure that on issues, for example, that we've seen in New York, the Sikh Coalition has, and in the Bay Area, we've seen that there are many Sikhs who are working in labor-type jobs, who are working overtime but are not receiving overtime pay. And the commission is, at least it's in the works, we're planning on doing something to address the issue of laborers not getting overtime pay. On the issue of discrimination, you should be aware that the federal government actually has a very strong system for addressing discrimination at work and filing lawsuits if necessary. You'll be happy to know that just yesterday, and I believe this is the first time in the history of the United States this has ever happened, in one day the federal government, the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, is a federal agency that protects people from discrimination at work. Just yesterday, the EEOC, for the first time, I believe ever, announced 2 lawsuits against employers who had discriminated against Sikhs. The first,
wow.
Exactly. The first lawsuit was against a Lexus dealership
I've heard about this one.
in New Jersey that refused to hire a Sikh unless he shaved off his beard. And the federal government yesterday announced their lawsuit against that Lexus dealership.
Wow.
And just yesterday, the federal government announced a lawsuit against an AutoZone franchise in Boston that had fired a Sikh because he started wearing a dastar. He started growing his hair. He started wearing a dastar. The AutoZone fired him unless he removed his dastar. The federal government announced that we're suing AutoZone for firing him. So the federal government is doing things, but it's important for the community to understand that they have to bring these concerns to the federal government.
Exactly.
Because they can't take action if they don't know.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's exactly, we have Mr. Amardeep Singh appointed to this commission. So please do connect with him if you have concerns and questions. Connect with him. He'll take your voice forward. That's what he's here for. Sat Sri Akal ji, aap kitho call kar rahe ho? Hello? Sat Sri Akal ji, aap kitho call kar rahe ho? Hello? Wow. Sat Sri Akal ji, aap kitho call kar rahe ho?
हाँ जी, सत श्री अकाल भैन जी, सत श्री अकाल भाजी, मैं इथों कैंसर सिटी तो बोल रही हूँ।
सत श्री अकाल।
हाँ जी, ते ये मैं भाजी दी मैं बड़ी गल नहीं सुनी, मैं जे हुणे टीवी ऑन की।
हाँ जी।
मैं वैसे इन्हां दी शेरे पंजाब दे विच कल पिक्चर वेखी सी, कल आया शेरे पंजाब।
हाँ जी।
हाँ जी, ते ये व्हाइट हाउस दे विच काम करन लगे ना।
हाँ जी, इन्हां दा कमीशन जेह्ड़े अपॉइंट होए ने सिखां दी तरफों, he is going to be representing our community in the White House.
अच्छा जी, ते फिर कि साडे लिए भी कुछ हेल्प कर सकदे पंजाबियां वास्ते?
Absolutely. You know what? I'm sorry to hune I know show te aayo, but yes, that's what our whole show has been about. He's going to be representing the Sikh community up there. That's what he's there for. So thank you so much for that. Sat Sri Akal ji, aap kitho call kar rahe ho?
हाँ जी, सत श्री अकाल, मैं डेलावेयर तो कॉल कर रहा हूँ. I'm calling from Delaware.
Sat Sri Akal, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very well, thank you. What would you like to address with Amardeep Singh ji today?
Well, I hear the conversation going on. I've been listening for, say, about 5 minutes. And it's interesting how they're trying to present to people that are unaware of the situation that, like people have their rights and they're allowed to do more than what they're told.
Yes.
And I was wondering, this is in New York and I'm from Delaware. There's a lot of people between this point A to point B that are still unaware. Somehow maybe we can expand this message.
Sure.
There could be possible ways, there could be possibility that, a lot of people, they don't know how to use a remote, but got jobs where they can get more success. But you know, if they don't hear conversations like this from TV, because some people work so hard they don't even watch TV.
Absolutely, we agree with you. And
It's,
go ahead.
it's 100%, what the callers just said is 100% right. There's got to be ways, the Just Punjabi, Shere Punjab, all the different Punjabi newspapers, Facebook, all the social media, email. We have to use every means possible to get this message out that people in America, Sikhs in America, do have rights. And he's absolutely right. There are people who work very hard and don't hear this. And we've got to find ways as a community to reach out to them. And in that way, you know, Just Punjabi should be, you know, very congratulated for helping us get this message out. You know, we really need to let people know that there is nothing about your turban that can stop you from doing anything you want to do in this country. You just have to go and do it. But we are going to get that message out. You know, one day at a time we will.
Perfect. You know, I hope we've addressed your question, and thank you so much for calling us. सत श्री अकाल जी, आप कितों कॉल कर रहे हो? Hello?
Hello?
सत श्री अकाल जी, आप कितों कॉल कर रहे हो?
Hello, I'm calling from New York.
From New York. Yes, how are you?
I was calling regarding, first I want to tell him, Mr. Amardeep, congratulations on your post, because maybe it could be out of someone else's reach to understanding, but I know the post you have is way beyond someone else's limits, so I congratulate you on your success.
Thank
But
you.
what I was recommending for you to do was regarding the previous caller, how I don't know he was talking about it's hard for other people to reach out to what you're saying. Maybe you should open your own blog or something, because I saw you talking about Facebook, so that I consider that you do go online. Maybe you should open your own blog where people can actually email you and talk about their situations, because you were talking about these two situations with a Lexus dealership and et cetera, but I'm pretty sure there are other harsh situations that Punjabi Sikhs go through at work. I mean, coming from New York, I've seen how hard it is and the amount of discrimination that Punjabi Sikhs face throughout every single day.
You know, we thank you. I think, I don't know if you had a chance to see the show earlier today, because we did address this. We do have a Facebook page actually for this specifically. And Amar, I'm going to have you go ahead and give this information to him again.
Again, you know, the name of the group is just AAPI Commissioner Page dash Amardeep Singh. But if you just into Facebook put the search terms Amardeep Singh and AAPI, you'll find the group, and that's a good place for the community to get information on their rights and resources that the federal government is offering the community and as our rights as Americans and as taxpayers. So I'm going to make sure that that page contains all this information, but I'm very much aware that you know, that page is in English. That page is online, and that there are segments of the community that don't speak English and they're not online, and I am committed to figuring out ways to reach those people too.
Perfect. Well, thank you again. I know we're out of time. Once again, Amardeep, thank you so much for being here with us today, for educating our community, and you know, from Just Punjabi and all of us here at the community, congratulations to you for this post, and we know you're the perfect man. You're the perfect choice for this, and you're going to do good for all of us. So thank you again, and thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you, and Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh to all the viewers.
Thank you. ਉਸਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਕਰਨੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਟਾਈਮ ਕੱਢ ਕੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਸ਼ੋਅ ਤੇ ਸਪੈਂਡ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ. I hope this show was informative for you, and I do hope that you will connect with Amardeep on Facebook. He's given your email address, his email address to you as well. ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਚਾਹੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਵੀ email ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ. We'll gladly put you in connection with him. And stay tuned. We will see you back here next Wednesday. ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਫੇਰ ਮਿਲਾਂਗੇ. ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਜਾਜ਼ਤ ਦਿਓ. ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ.